Okay, while the paint dries, I'm going to wire in this air compressor. This is a 220 amp compressor. And I'm thinking with my old compressor, I had one of them little small pancake type compressors, and I had it hooked to a big tank that sits just on the other side of that wall. And I used to use all that air volume to run my air gun. I don't think I need that with this. So what I'm thinking of doing, up under here is a big mess, but it's basically a plasma cutter and my old stick welder. And I'm thinking, you know, if I get all this mess out of here, that would probably fit right in there, and I could wire it right to the switch box, which is right there. And then that could sit there out of the way, and then I could get rid of that big tank in there and a lot of that other mess I got hooked up for an air compressor, and just use this one. And then use my little portable one out in the barn there if I ever need it. And I suppose I could keep that big tank if I ever needed more volume, but it seems like right here would be a perfectly fine place to sit that. If I can get this out of here, and I think I can. I know this welder, it's just being stored here. It's on wheels, so if I could roll it around to somewhere else, that'd be fine. And this thing here, this plasma cutter, oh, let's just pull it out and see how much cord I've got with it. Well, I got a good bit. I could literally sit it right up there where that fan is. Heck, that'd be just fine. So, yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. So, with me thinking that, I suppose I ought to pull a measurement to make sure this is going to fit in there. Maybe I ought to clear that area out. Lord, Lord, what a challenge that is. Clear all that area out and get the compressor in there just to make sure she's going to fit, and then wire it up. And then maybe by the time I get done with that, this will be dry, and then I can get a car in here and do some snow tire swapping. That's what I'm thinking about. Okay then, yeah, that fits in there just fine. And then my little plasma burner's up on the shelf, which is probably better. Keep it up out of the dirt and dust quite so much. And well, I'm sure I can find a place to put that welder. I don't use it much, but so I could probably just stick it, just roll it around about anywhere. It's I got it set up where I can roll it around to my drop cord. That's what this long cord here is, and plug it in. But I tend to use this other one here, this Lincoln that I bought. I tend to use it a bit more. I actually like the way that one welds on small metal a little better. If I'm welding something tiny, I just feel like I get a better control with that one than I do the Lincoln. Odd as that sounds, that's an old Sears welder. But okay, so I'm going to wire my plug, and then maybe by then these things will be dry and I can get them out of here and get a car in here and change some tires. We'll see. Okay, let's give her a test, see if she works. Oh, that looks lovely. I think I'll face it the other way. I can see my pressure gauge. It's running. Well, that pumped up really quick. This one don't have a gauge on it as such. It says it's a 125-pound compressor. And you can see the gauge there. I can barely see the needle on that thing. But with that said, let me hook an air hose to it and we'll see what we got.